Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to the video because that is what you're supposed to do and that is what you're supposed to say on every video that you publish on YouTube, apparently. And also, leave a comment below on how I can improve the channel. This is new. Before we get into today's trades, I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be starting a new series every Saturday called the Weekly Scan, and that's where I'm going to look for the best opportunity going into the week ahead, where I'm going to plot out entry points, stop losses, and even targets. And remember, this is only for educational purposes. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop into today's performance. Come on now. All right, I am in my first trade of the day. The trade is ticker symbol Tesla. It's a very tight stop loss on this. It is pretty volatile, but I want to see if I can catch some positive momentum to the upside. This green line right here, I have 50 shares at $493.41. And then my stop loss is at $492.81. Right below this blue line, it's the 50 moving average. This green line here is my entry, and then I have the orange and yellow line, both the 8 and the 20. So this looks like it's moving. It's going to be hitting this green line up here. That's the VWAP. It looks like this blue line has been acting as support, so that's good so far. If we can get above the VWAP, that'd be very nice. I am out of the trade. I wanted to go ahead and take profits up here at the VWAP. That was a fairly quick trade, $67 profit, not too shab at all. And as you can see right now, it's pulling back. I might re-enter into this trade. I just wanted to make that pretty quickly. So nice first start to the day. I just wanted to come back here and show you that the reason why you need to act fast is look at this thing move downwards. So this was literally within a few seconds. I took my profits up here. The VWAP does, like I said, act as a resistance, and look at this thing crash. It's super important to have a stop loss. This happened to me yesterday on ticker symbol BYND, and it came all the way down, and yes, it was in bullish context, so I wasn't too scared, as you can see my face. However, this is the reason why you need to be able to take profits fast and have a stop loss. This right here, this from this entry point down to here, I would see my P&L at least down $300 to $400, maybe even more. All right, I am in another trade here, ticker symbol NVDA, NVIDIA. My position is right here, 50 shares at $244.95. My stop loss is at $243.97. Now, I entered in here because it looks like to be some really bullish momentum on the day. Not only did it gap up, the MACD is projecting upwards with a nice big spread. The price pulled back just a little bit on low volume so far, and the bull pull that formed right here was on higher volume. My stop loss is here below the VWAP, so if it does break through this, I really don't want to be in the trade. I would typically have my stop loss right around here, but since it's right above the VWAP, I just want to be protected behind the wall while this trade plays out. So let's go ahead and see what happens. All right, so that second candle formed completely. It's a nice hammer candle, which indicates that it was just a pullback. It was on low volume, so it looks like potentially the buyers are just taking profits, which could be a very good sign. So what we really need to see is it break above here to see a nice move to the upside. But let's wait a little bit longer and see what happens. So I gave my stop loss some good room to breathe. However, when this candle's forming as of right now, and this break of the previous candle and even this one is looking pretty, it does not look good for me. However, there still is a lot that this has to go through in order to stop me out. So overall, not really too scared about it, risking about $50 on this trade. But it's just looking really strong. So hopefully this is just some more, it's not shorters coming in, but it's just some people taking profits on this gap up this morning. So we'll see here. I went ahead and adjusted my stop loss. That's simply because this candle did form. Some buyers came in right around that green VWAP, or VWAP, whatever you want to call it. And then the 8 SMA has been pushing upwards, which can act as a support as well. So plus moving your stop loss up a little bit will minimize the impact of losses if I am stopped out. So either this is just a pretty deep, I mean the volume is still relatively low, considering this bull pull over here, so it could still be just profit takers. We'll see here. All right, I just got stopped out of this position. Looks like it was a little bit deeper of a pullback than I anticipated. Broke the bull flag. You know, there's a lot of buyers in this area, so it could, you know, and when it broke the VWAP, I'm not really too interested, but let's see. It's going to bounce right off, pretty much right off of my stop loss. That's funny. Okay, I entered into NVIDIA again. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame. This candle right here, I mean, it's still in bullish context, gap up, pullback happening, could be profit takers still. I still think that there's a good opportunity here to buy in on this pullback. And one of the big reasons here is this stop loss. If you look, it's right below this big grandma number, which is a big round number. This candle stopped at 244. So I feel like there could be potentially a lot of buyers in this 244 range, which seems like it could be potentially a big wall because it bounced right off of it. So I literally hit my stop loss right below it, because if it breaks through that, then I'm out. I'm done with this trade. I'm not risking too much. I'm risking about $30 or so with 100 shares. So let's see how this plays out. I went ahead and sold 25 shares for a profit. Did start moving up. I wanted to break this area. I just add in to sell another 25 shares if it does a little break here. I am seeing a pullback, but if it can come up past this and break through, I want to sell another 25 shares up here at 245.45. Not the greatest candle that just formed. So now we have a new 15-minute candle now forming. I mean, the reason why I didn't sell out most of my shares on that move up is because I typically always do that too soon and I miss out on a lot of profits. So, you know, hopefully this right here, typically in these situations, I then move my stop loss really tight. But I'm just going to keep it where it's at, below the 244 round off number, and just see if a breadth of buyers come into the market. Another nasty candle that formed, so maybe this might be the one that comes and stops me out or runs up. I'm down to now 50 shares. Sold profits up here, just below that yellow line. Had to go get ready for the day. I have a doctor's appointment here for my knee, and I gotta leave in 30 minutes. So, come on, man, run up and let me get the hell out of this trade. I moved my stop loss up to 244.18, so now I'm only risking 11 cents on 40 shares. I sold another 10 shares up here at the market price. If I could be here longer, I wouldn't mind staying in this trade. I do like this pattern, how it's forming this kind of uptrend like this. Make that kind of an uptrend like that. Oop. There we go. It's making this uptrend pattern right here. And we have basically this down there, kind of like that, and then we have this big gap up. So the flag, it's a bull flag. I mean, with this consolidation, now I'm in the 15-minute time frame, so every one of these candles is 15 minutes. So it takes a while to break up, and if it does break past this bull flag, you can potentially see from the pull, so from down here to here, you can take that and potentially estimate it from the low of this all the way upwards. So it could be a huge breakout. I probably wouldn't be able to hold in that long. However, I would just probably maybe do the wedge portion. So from the top of this to the bottom of that, break around right this, yeah, and look at, and it would put itself right around this point. So I'm gonna break up to the upside of that. So yeah, I like this pattern. However, I kind of just got to get out of it because I need to take off. Kind of a inverted hammer candle. It doesn't look too great, but I mean, it did have a higher high than the previous and a higher low. So I mean, that's a decent sign. And finally, the 8 SMA came up to knock us up. We could potentially see a break. Finally, I may be able to get out of the position. And this ain't looking good. Stopping out. I think I'm gonna get stopped out right here. 2 cents. Yep, there it goes. Oh boy, that was a long trade. Kind of happy to be out of it. Okay, I just entered into ticker symbol LK, looking goofy. Position of 50 shares at 43.60. I do not have my stop loss up yet. Stop loss will be right here, 43.25. Pull back fast. Stop loss is right here. It's below this current green candle, and then it's just below these hammer candles right here. I didn't want to go too far low. I'm looking, kind of see if it's finished its pullback here. So it went up, pull back, up, it's pulled back. This hammer candle formed here. So hopefully we can get a breakout to the upside. Okay, I'm out of that trade. Nice big shot words up. Might as well just take my profits. I do need to leave for the day. It is 8:33 a.m. Been trading for just about 2 hours. Ended up making $80 in profit. That puts me still negative for the week, but significantly less than what it was. I was down $500. I am only down $159. Still with another trading day left. Alrighty. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.